Hello and welcome. My name is Denol, and we're playing Factorio today. So, um, I will have a mod list in the description below, so you guys can take a look at all the mods that I've got. And let me tell you, we've got quite a bit. I've got a map generator here. We have gone ahead and changed a couple things, but we're playing with mostly rich resources. You can see here. Coal is medium, while everything else is very big. Um, and then also all the fluids are also medium as well. The reason for this is I've got bioindustries, which means that we're going to have a much larger or a higher reliance on wood rather than coal to get most of our power from. So we don't need the coal nearly as much. We do need some still, obviously, but it's much lower in priority and in need. So we've got very good for everything. So when we find it, it will be um, there. And frequency, I was debating whether to go low or normal on everything. Because of some of the other settings, I'm going to leave it normal, and we'll see how this plays out. Over here, terrain settings, we've got low. Water is very low frequency, but size medium, and hopefully that'll do. And starting area, we do want to be very big. The grass, nor dirt, normal. I did turn sand and desert down, just because I want, again, with the bioindustries, I want that more growing ability for the trees. And we've got a lot of trees growing, because, again, until I can get greenhouses set up, we've got to go out and just cut them down. So, enemy bases, we've got low frequency, small size, mostly because I want fighters. I want to have to do military, but I don't want to be constantly barraged with enemy bases. And cliffs, very low, very small, not completely gone, but shouldn't be a huge issue. Over here we've got pollution defaults evolution. I have turned the time factor down to 0. This is going to be a long-term build, and so I really don't want a time factor based evolution at all. I also have brought as close as possible destroy and pollution factors down to half what they default to. Destroy is normally at 0.002 and pollution is normally at 1500. So enemy expansion, I've also, for the most part, cut these down to about half of what they normally are, except for the cooldown and period, which I've doubled approximately. Over here we've got technology difficulty of 2, or difficulty expensive, and the technology price multiplier of 2. So let's see what we get. So let's try this one. Again, get out of the way there, and that's much nicer there. We got 1 million stereotype, 447, 2 million. And again, I don't mind that the coal is low because we've got lots of trees, and we're going to be focusing pretty quickly on getting into biofarm. So we want to get into this pretty much as quickly as we can, because this will, well, between the greenhouses, which give us just the straight wood, and then the biofarm allows us to also get wood pulp, which will be necessary to get our tier 0 basic transport belts, which require rubber and wooden gears. So anyway, let's go ahead and be smart about this one. Pick up our wreckage and get started. So first thing, as always, we are going to need some of this coal right out the gate until we can get renewable wood started. But We'll just let that run here for a little bit while it come on. Just too far. And anyway, a lot of this is going to be just chopping right out the gate. Kind of clearing up an area here. So alright. And they're still going. Well, that's most of it, and that stuff will 20 drop with time, so anyway. Alright, so we've got a fair bit of coal now, and we're going to begin with get 12 out of 20 so far. Some metals. So, alright. There should be plenty there to give us. So, as usual, the first thing to get is basic automation. We've also got science cost tweaker in here with a burning experiment. So let's take a quick look there. Our burning experience requires stone crates and burnable mixture. Stone crate takes crushed stone. Burnable mixture, again, right there, right out the bat, it requires wood and crushed sapphirite. So we're going to have to be cutting down quite a bit of trees to get the wood for basic tier 0 science. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Alright guys, so I did a quick cut there, and just me literally running around, picking up stuff and moving it around. So yeah, we're getting some there, and we should have enough iron plates there to get our burner lab. And then we can start our first 40. Of course, we got 39. Anyway, alright, rest of it. So there we go. We can get that first burner miner up, and then we can drop it, we'll put it there. And while that is going, each of these burning experiments, we actually get 4 out of them for 1 craft. So it's not real difficult to keep these running for just those tier 0 experiments. So we will be working on that, and it'll be so nice once we get even just burner inserters, because then I don't have to be just running around constantly. And okay, there we go, and we can now get burner assembly machines if we have enough iron. There we go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to need to move this, and yep. We'll let it burn down for a bit there, and we'll just put it over here actually. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to automate some science. So let's get there, and I've got another one of these, so why don't we get that, and I'm actually going to go there, which then actually removes this to there, but I should be able to get it. There we go. And no, I do not actually want you to burn the wood. So, alright. One more. And more iron. So, yeah, we need more fuel. All right. So, next piece is again more iron. There we go. Put that there and get that. Next we will need again more iron. And here temporarily I will. There it is. Get a little bit of it here started anyway. And then from here we'll go there, there, and then we'll eventually have two more that we can have there. So, more iron. Hey, look at that. Okay. Well, look at that. We've got a little bit of tech automated now, at least mostly. So you'll notice that I've still got this one here. Obviously we still need the plates, and because this requires 2 crushed stone and then it requires 2 of those, we've got 4 crushed stone going into one of those, and then it also requires 2 burnable materials, and each burnable material requires 2 crushed sapphirite. So it takes 4 crushed sapphirite and 4 crushed stone, but this creates 4 crushed stone gets us 8 sapphirite, so we can continue to pull off about half of the sapphirite, and just to keep all of this running here and continue to get iron. So the next thing is I'm going to go ahead and get 2 more burner labs here to get our science up a little bit faster. Not entirely sure why we're going with this one first. I mean, we do need it for the electromagnetism lab. Yeah. Anyway, but the next thing that we'll obviously be doing is electricity after that. So, yep. See, there we go. Electricity. So first off, let's turn all of these guys off, just so that we don't have to see them in our filters. Oh, there. Okay. So we want the burning experiment. We do not yet want the sacrificial electromagnet. Well, actually, if we do go with this sacrificial electromagnet, then I can actually go ahead and go greenhouse and actually the bio farm. Let's see here, bio farm. Yeah, bio farm, that's what we want. Bio farm. That one will be the higher one. So, there we go. That will get us our tech, at least for a little while we get to here. So we've got basic logistics. And then once we do that, we're actually going to turn that one off. It still keeps them there, but now I can't find it, and it will automatically jump to only these options until we can get to the, well, actually, you know what, basic science. Let's see here. We'll put that up as the top one. Yes, because that'll be the next thing, because then we can get our sacrificial electromagnets started. So, we've got a fair bit of iron now, and so we should be able to come down here and get our copper smelting rather than just sitting there. And again, no, I do not want raw wood. Alright. Look at that. Let's see, we got another piece of wreckage there, and another piece of wreckage here, it looks like. Okay. We've got an okay fuel there. Another nice thing here, because I've got burner leech and inserter leech mods, I can just put fuel into these burner ore crushers, and the inserters will actually pass the fuel along to everything else, with the exception of the miners, because I don't actually have any inputs back into the miners. But still, it's pretty easy to just go drop, 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 rather than having to feed all of these things. So we've got another miner there, and we are now short on both copper and iron. Yay. But we'll get that created here shortly, and we'll need 2 of those, so yeah. The other thing that we could do, if we wanted to have one of these, well, we'll get to there eventually. But let's get another one of those in. Get this guy in here. There we go. No, I do not want you to do fuel. And we're probably out of wood again. There we go. There, and go wood. So, one thing I want to do is that, so that we can get fuel up here because at this point I do want to burn the fuel because we do not have a renewable source for the wood yet until we can unlock it. So we've got a lot more coal available that doesn't have another use at the moment. So I'd much rather do that right now. Actually, very easily change that to wood or to the stone. There we go. And look at that, we are out of fuel. Alright, so one thing you have probably seen me do already is just this click and drag. So the way that that works is you hold control and then you hold control and then click off of anything, and then you can drag it over whatever you've got there with it in your hand. So again, click holding shift down, come across, and we can drop it. We could also drop it down there, but we'll go for there, at least for now. Alright, yeah, we got a fair bit of stone now, and I think we had one there. Yeah, there we go, now it's even. Drop that, and that's not going to get us everything, but that'll get us more, at least. And you can always run over here and grab some more again. So I'll be back when we get to the next thing that we're doing. Alright guys, so coming back in here, we've gotten a few things. We've gotten electricity going. I've got a burner generator here. I've switched all the inserters over to the faster electric ones, and began the process towards getting basic transport belt, because the electromagnetism lab requires some of these, which is just iron, and some of these, which require basic transport belt, which requires rubber. Rubber here takes resin, and resin takes wood. So yeah, we've gotta have quite a bit of wood production just to get into this. It will get a little bit cheaper once again we get to that bio farm, because it's got another recipe that uses, I think it's like 1.5 wood per rubber rather than 5. So yeah, that'll be an interesting piece in there, and we need more wood for that too. So we're cutting down lots of trees. Anyway guys, I think I was looking at the time here, and that looks like it's just about ready to go. And so yeah, hey, you guys have a wonderful day, and hope you come back and join me next time. Like, share, subscribe, and leave any comments down below on anything that you've seen, noticed, ideas, issues, etc. And I'll do my best to go ahead and respond to them and incorporate them if possible. So thank you, and you have a great day. Bye bye.